We heard, for example, this morning in La Tribune that Orange employee shareholders say they want to remove BPIFrance from the board. What's your reaction to that?
No, that's something which is bizarre. It's just because BPIFrance is the biggest investor in France. We have 30 billion euros under management. So obviously sometimes we invest in competitors. And some of the employees of Orange say that because Orange has invested in a competitor of Orange, because BPIFrance has invested in a competitor of Orange, we should not be at the board of Orange, which is ludicrous. I mean, we have Chinese walls in the company, no problem.
So there is not going to be any change with the Orange state shareholdings in the near future. We shouldn't expect any change. We have Airbus. We now have an Airbus of the rail with the merger of Siemens and Alstom. And we also have an Airbus of the sea with the STX shipyard. How do you think we can promote an Airbus of tech?
No, you're absolutely right. Actually, I think that the integration of the European economies needs to be enhanced. You know, we always say, you know, France and Germany are, you know, linked together. It's unbelievable, and so forth. The interdependence. At the end of the day, it's not sufficient. We should be more interdependent, like between two U.S. states. You know, so it's not between big groups only. Also small groups, you know, what we call the Mittelstand in Germany, yes, and what we call the entreprise de taille intermédiaire in France, they should merge also.
But in what sector? Should it be
all
semiconductors and chips? Can you be more precise, though? Is it going to be in artificial intelligence?
It's basically in the industry. There is a big industry in France, a big industry in Germany, and except for some you know, big companies like Siemens, Alstom, and so forth, they are not communicating enough. And that's where we need to enhance the quality of the relationships.
France is also one of the countries proposing to tax technology companies based on the revenue generated in their country. We think about the giants, Google, Apple, Amazon, and their revenues and their taxes paid usually in Dublin. How do you think this is going to impact everything we've been talking about, the investments in France, the attraction of France, the attraction of Europe?
I don't think it has anything to do with that. It's just a recognition of a reality. I mean, you have huge companies which are platforms. They're holding market shares which are between 60 and 95%, and they don't pay taxes in Europe. And at the same time, Europe has to finance its public expenses, the roads, you know, the social security, everything that makes this continent a reasonable continent, everything that pushes the populists outside. We need tax money. So, I mean, those companies need to understand that they will have to pay a little bit for the sake of Europe.